Hey guys, so I'm back again. We're going to do another video here about the NFL. This one's going to be more specific though. We're going to talk about Donald Trump. So as you guys may already know and may not know, Donald Trump, last month he had a rally in Alabama, and he basically said in his rally, wouldn't you love to see some of these NFL owners when these players disrespect our flag and our national anthem and our country? Wouldn't you love to see them owners say, "Get them off my field. You're fired." I'm not gonna say the word because I'm a good Christian and I'm not gonna swear, but you guys can look that up if you want. But anyways, he said that, which I wholeheartedly 100% agree with. And a lot of people then became upset about this, specifically the left. Of course, the left always gets unhinged and goes crazy whenever anything Trump says, offends them. So, what I want to talk about, though, in this particular video is, so people are basically parroting this idea that Trump is suggesting that, well, they shouldn't have any freedom, and they all should bow down to me and do everything that I say, and Trump doesn't understand the First Amendment and freedom of speech, because if he did, then he would realize they have the freedom to protest, and on and on and on. But here's something very easy to understand. If you actually go back to the actual video that Trump is talking here in Alabama, where he says this, the key word here is when he says, wouldn't you love to see? See, Trump isn't calling for these NFL players to not have the right to protest. He isn't saying that. He isn't even saying that they aren't allowed to exercise their First Amendment rights. He's not saying that either. All he's simply saying is, wouldn't you love, he's speaking to the American people at this rally, wouldn't you guys love to see the NFL owners fire players that disrespect our flag? And if you actually think about it, and you are a person that loves America, of course you would love to see them get fired for doing that, because they're disrespecting and hating on the country that you, as an American, love. So see, people are just parroting what CNN and all these other mainstream news networks spin. They're basically saying, well, Donald Trump doesn't understand the First Amendment, and he doesn't care about your rights, and that's a dictator, and on and on and on it goes. But actually, he doesn't say anything of the sort, as I just pointed out. And the other thing is, too, is in the same video, if you watch it, he actually goes in and talks about how he understands that people have freedom. So he basically is reiterating and acknowledging the fact that they do have this right to do, but it still would be nice to see people actually respect and love our country. So, it isn't wrong for somebody to make a suggestion to a business, hey, wouldn't you, and he's speaking to other people, wouldn't you love to see this, or wouldn't you love to see that? It would be like if I was the owner of, GameStop, okay? And I was speaking to a crowd of gamers, and I said, wouldn't you love to see the owner of GameStop, fire employees that disrespect and hate our company and are always talking bad about it? Because there's gamers out there that really love GameStop, that really enjoy GameStop. And why should you be hiring and keeping an employee that is just going to be bad for your company because they're just going to hate on it? Same idea, same concept. But you see, this is an agenda to basically bash Trump. And by the way, this all didn't happen because of Trump, because Colin Kaepernick kneeled before Trump was even president. So this was a thing even before Trump said anything at all. So for people to want to push all of the blame on Trump and say that these players are doing this in response to Trump is incorrect. It's really incorrect. This is something that's been brewing in the NFL for quite some time. You see, when the left gets their tentacles and everything, then this kind of stuff happens, you know? So anyways, guys, I just wanted to clear that up. Donald Trump loves the First Amendment. He loves the Second Amendment. He loves all of the amendments. He loves the Constitution. He loves the country. He loves the flag. And he just wants to see people respect and honor the country. Because, you know, from what I understand, since Donald Trump has become president, he's got to meet and see a lot of the military people. He's got to see probably examples of people that have laid down their lives or have been injured in the military, you know, and have served and given their time and offered up so much of their life for the freedom that others can have, fighting for good causes. And when you see something like these high-paid athletes or millionaires disrespect our flag, it's very disturbing, and it's very, it makes a person feel very frustrated and very upset, because if you're a righteous person, you want to see good. You want to see people get the recognition and the respect that they deserve, okay? Obviously, these players, a lot of these athletes, haven't seen the types of things that Donald Trump has seen, because as president, you get to see a lot of stuff. You get to get a lot of information that you otherwise probably would have never even known. So you have to understand it from his point of view, too. And you have to understand it from the point of view of someone that really loves their country. Did these players ever consider how what they might do might affect their fans or the people going to the ball game? How it might affect them? Probably not. And if they did, and they did it anyways, it just goes to show that they really don't care about your feelings. And I'm not saying that you have to live your life being a people pleaser. I'm saying, basically, you know, you can protest, you can do whatever you want, but, you know, it still doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. It still doesn't mean that it's kind or respectful or any of this stuff. You know, and a lot of this stuff, if you really think about it, you know, well, when are they going to stop protesting? When is it going to get to the point where, oh, I'm happy for my country. I'm happy that the police aren't bad anymore. Is this going to go on forever? Is this going to go on for, you know, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? You know, something that continually goes on where there's no solutions or anything to the problem, you know that it's just an agenda. And by the way, protesting police brutality, we already know, is fake, because if you look at the FBI statistics, you'll come to find out that that isn't actually true. This is just an agenda that they push because they're trying to change the narrative. So, anyways, guys, I just wanted to make this video again to demonstrate that people really just have a pure hatred for America, for Donald Trump, and for anyone that really wants to show respect and love for their country. So with that, take care.